Fred Couples sizing up his par putt, Mark.
Trying to minimize the damage here.
The way he's been stroking the ball, especially from this distance, I look for this one to go in. Got to keep it inside the hole.
Inside the hole and keep up the pace. This one just a little on the slow side. Okay, par 5 for Fred Couples. Really excited.
Ray has hit a huge drive.
Really huge, John. I have not seen any player this week challenge the bunkers off the right-hand side off the tee, and I'm sure it was a little hot coming off the par 5 10th after making par, and he took it right over there. He's 40 yards closer than Langer, so he's got 104 total. Sandwich in his hand, whole location on the right. He can just take dead aim here.
Yeah, this is one of the few guys that can go at this flag with such a short club. You would imagine hit a little cut in there.
Well, that's what you think, but sometimes Freddie will come a little underneath this and come in a little too shallow and lose these shots out to the right. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles this.
Far. Don't be too far.
Don't be too far, and it isn't. That's what we're used to seeing.
So much for losing that one out to the right. Oh well, it gives himself so many opportunities with short irons into these greens, especially on the Champions Tour. No wonder he's always top the leaderboard.
No problem. So Freddie Couples is just one back. Sluman with a one-shot lead over Langer.
And neither one of them very good places to be.
No, it is intimidating back there, and Bob referenced that bunker right in the center of the green. As a player, you get on the tee, and the first thing that your eyes go to is that bunker that sits right there. Just a small window.
It's a good positive move by Fred. When he went after that, I liked it. It was an aggressive swing.
Yeah, it's pretty straight though, but pretty lengthy also. It's back up the hill. A little grain going in from him and from the right.
A great roll by Fred.
He was holding. He thought he made it. He was holding.
When he found that 115 yards that he absolutely loves.
And watching that performance by Zach coming down the stretch, and that's exactly what he was doing. He had so much control from the tee, put himself in that position with those shorter shots, and that's a great advice for people that come to short holes. You know, always not a need to drive all the way down there. Unless you're Fred Couples yards, and he came down and basically looked at me and says, wow, that ball's traveling. So he caught him off guard, and almost in between for Fred right now at 73 yards.
Key here, Billy Ray, is to keep the club, as you well know, accelerating. Average player tends to take too big a swing and decelerate. Freddie will accelerate, even though it looks like a lazy swing.
Yeah, that's true. There's a little backstop about 5 paces behind the hole. It'll help stop the ball.
Beautifully done.
Great touch by both players there.
Absolutely. So 2 good chances for birdie there at 13 for Couples and Langer. Yeah, 3-way tie here at Hawala. Couples, Langer, and Sluman all at -18. He has birdied 2 of the last 3.
Wood today has had trouble with this hole the first 2 days, driven it left.
Well, John, this one's not going to go left. He's hit it right on a pretty good line.
He didn't want to fool with that lob anymore. He got lucky one day, and the next day he had to take it unplayable. So, although that went through the fairway,
John, it can go anywhere out of this lie.
So you're telling me it's not an easy shot?
No, he's going with the 6-iron, so a lot more loft than I expected. So he's really counting on this ball jumping out of this lie. It certainly did jump out of this lie, going left.
Well, he took a huge swing, and that's where David Frost ended up earlier. So Fred Couples will have a bunker shot to try to make eagle here. Bernhard couples with a very difficult bunker shot here, Billy Ray.
John, you would think that. I thought it would be the same, but his ball has come to rest on a little upslope in this bunker. Perfect glide, not much green to work with. We know how soft his hands are, and he can hit this ball very soft. I look for him to get this one close.
That's about as good as you're going to do right
Yeah,
there.
he got so low. Shot. I don't think it's going to affect him too much here.
Well, that might have been a little bit of a pull. So Bernhard Langer keeps the lead here at the 14th with a nice bird.
Just another wedge left for couples. He also bringing it in from a little bit from left to right.
Right over top of the flag, just a little bit deep. Has about 20 feet left for birdie.
Just too much respect for the speed. That will be disappointing for couples. They'll have about 2.5. Given the conditions out here right now, I think if you're Fred Couples, you got to be thinking at least maybe to get into a playoff. I might have to birdie all three, and Langer might need some help from there. Langer possibly on this hole could actually make birdie himself.
Billy Ray, you've played enough to know that there are certain players, when you're trailing a player, you just think he might have a big mistake in him, and that would give you a chance. But Bernhard Langer is not one of those players.
You're right.
At the 18th.
Come on, baby. Easy, bump. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Go in. Go in.
Did he get it inside? He was right on line.
Go. Go, baby.
Well, not bad.
Not bad at all. Carries that ridge, and that's actually neat.
Left hand low. There we go. No, right hand low.
Did you hit it?
That would be the last thing I would expect, John. He was so affixed on the line.
Yeah. The old saying, you fall in love with the line, forget to hit it.
Yeah. Been
Yep.
there, done that, haven't you?
Every time.
Yeah.
Bernhard hit 3-wood. Fred has 3-wood as well. We'll try and take it just over the right edge of that bunker. Like he hammered that one. He did. That is down there.
So Fred Couples and Bernhard Langer on the fairway at 18, but Bernhard Langer in control with a 3-shot lead.
You can stuff it all day. He never has room to breathe.
Now Couples again, just over 100 yards, sandwich back down the hill.
So good shot by Fred Couples.
And this can make a difference right here. About a right edge putt. Not much in it, just a little right to left. We hit it right through the break.
So Couples will finish out here at 18, currently in a tie for second with Jeff Sluman. Couples makes par at 18. finish at 19 under, 3 off the lead, and final round 5 under, 67 for Fred Couples.